What up, y'all? I just wanted to come on here and kick it, I'm sitting down here by the water or whatever. I had came down here to have me a little glass of wine and catch me some breeze, a buzz in the breeze, catch me two bees, you know what I'm saying? Kill two bees in one stone. They got to talking about, you can't park right here, you gotta go over there by the post office. And I was like, what? Since when? They was like, it's been like this. And I'm like, they was like, people just been doing it anyway. And I'm like, oh, now, so why reinforce it now? You know what I'm saying? You might as well go and let me do what I came to do. No, but, yeah, I had to come down here and just, relax and chill and have me a little glass of wine. They can't tell me what the hell I can and can't do. Tell me I can't. This is still leftover wine from last weekend when I was hanging with my girl. We grew up together. That's my homie. That's my sis, love her to death. We get together once or twice a year, Try to do a little bit more, but we grown now, so times be different. Life gets busy and hectic, and you have other things going on and stuff like that. But today, I kind of wanted to just come on here and talk about something that's really been weighing on my mind. I know somebody out there can relate to this. This ain't the usual conversation that people have, especially about healing from things, you know what I'm saying, like coming out of their religious beliefs and stuff like that, or things in their childhood that may have traumatized them. So one of the things that traumatized me as a young person was the belief in demons. Now this is the emotional subject for me, so try to bear with me, y'all. Because I'm going to try to go straight through it, and I'm going to try to, make it nice and sweet. But when I was a kid, I can remember being in the Kingdom Hall, right? And I remember the first words that resonated with me was Jehovah God and the truth. So I wasn't correlating the two, but those were the things that resonated in me as a young person. So by the time I got maybe about, I want to say 2, 3, 4, I started asking questions. I wanted to know more about, who God was. I was interested in creation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I developed a desire to want to know. And I started, looking at things and questioning everything. Even, kids ask 1,000 questions and 1,012 questions anyway. That ain't even a number, but that's just how many numbers they ask. You see what I'm saying? I was one of those kids. I had to ask. I wanted to know everything about everything. Well, what's this mean and what that mean? I get an answer. Well, okay, but then how come this and then what that answer mean? Oh, baby, trust me. They probably gave my ass Benadryl a few times when I was little to put me to sleep. Okay, that's how terrible I was with them questions. But by the time I was about 5, 6, Satan the devil started resonating. And those magazines and those pictures that they used to show and the things that they would say about Satan, how demons can harass you, and be careful what you watch on TV and the kind of music that you listen to, and just all kind of stuff that they demonized everything. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where I was scared of people. I started developing feelings of paranoia and fear. And I always thought something was after me at some point in my life. You know what I'm saying? I always thought somebody was always watching me. So I started developing these real terrible psychoses. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it at the time. It got so bad to where when I saw people, the way that, they were describing demons is demons can be physical. They could be in people. Like, demons could get in people and influence them to do things. So if I was seeing certain people do certain things or say certain things, I didn't see them as human people or people like fleshly people. I thought they were demons. I didn't think they were human people at all. I thought that they were demons that took up fleshly bodies and came on earth just to simply harass people. That's sick, y'all. That's sick. Do you know how many people I've heard growing up say, oh, that's so-and-so, that ain't nobody but Satan. You can tell that demon, that ain't nobody but the demons. So you hearing this as a young person, and you grow up and you start thinking that real people are demons and they're not real people. This is what I was, this is how I was digesting this. I started having very bad nightmares. It was always about death. I used to have bad nightmares about Armageddon all the time. I would wake up in the middle of the night screaming and hollering. And I get my ass beat because, my family thought I was being, defiant and just didn't want to go to sleep. It got to the point to where I was scared to go to the bathroom by myself. I was scared of the dark. I was scared of everything. I didn't like being around a lot of people because I didn't understand what being an energy person was. So I didn't know I had a gift when I was younger. I didn't know that my intuition and my discernment was highly activated, and I was highly intuitive. I didn't know that when I was young. So I'm connected with these energies, but then I'm hearing in the Kingdom Hall and in these Bible studies, that's the devil. That God don't give people these kinds of powers no more. That was just to get the Bible written. But now people don't have that kind of power. So as I started getting older, I remember I had to be about 8 or 9, between 7 and 9, I want to say. And I remember that movie, Nightmare on Elm Street, came out. It was in 1984. I remember this. I remember this like yesterday because it was cold outside. And I used to go to my aunt's house and spend the night all the time, right? And this particular weekend, she picked me up. And I didn't know we was going to the movies. So she picked me up and we went and got my cousin's friends and my aunt friend. And I was like, well, what we going to see? And they was like, we going to see Nightmare on Elm Street. So when she said nightmare, I was like, that don't sound that don't sound too good saying that. So I was like, well, is it a scary movie? And my cousin was like, yeah, everybody gonna be scared on this. Now, mind you, I didn't watch a lot of TV when I was a kid. So I didn't know what the hell Nightmare on Elm Street was. Okay? But we got there. Now, this is the first time I felt anxiety. I was between 7, I want to say I was 8. Or I had either just turned 8 or I had just turned 9, one or two. I felt this real bad pressure come over me. It was a nervous feeling. It was anxious anxiety because I didn't want to go see this movie. Because all I kept hearing in my head is, scary movies, that's displeasing to Jehovah. And, you can invite demons into your home. And demons can harass you. They can have sex with you. They can molest you. They can beat you. They can harm you. All this stuff playing in my head. I had to chew it though. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a kid. So we gets there and see the movie. It was scary as hell, okay? It was scary. It was fun at the same time because it was something like a little bit exciting to me because there was so many people in the theater and they was all screaming and everybody, you know what I'm saying? You a kid, you like, ah, everybody screaming, you screaming because they scream, you know what I'm saying? But then after that, on top of all of the stuff that I was seeing in the Kingdom Hall, all of the stuff I was hearing in the Kingdom Hall, all of that was meshed together in my mind. And baby, when I tell you it was a wrap, that clicked something up here and it was over. And then to continue to go to the Kingdom Hall and keep hearing stuff about demons and Satan, I was like, they talk about Satan more than they do God. Who y'all really worshiping up in here? Okay? But anyway, I remember this one particular night. I'm in the bathroom, I'm washing my face, right? And I heard a voice. There wasn't nobody in the house with me. So I'm hearing, I'm washing my face, I'm in the bathroom. And I'm hearing, I heard something say, tell me to say something. So I'm like, I turned the water off. I'm like, I know ain't nobody else in this house but us. So I turned the water off to see if I could hear another voice. I ain't hear nobody but my grandmother. Then I'm in the bathroom. The window was kind of cracked open. So, okay, so I go back and start washing my face. I hear it again. Shut up. I hear it again. So this time I go to the window and I'm like, Okay, I know I ain't tripping, okay? And it whispered it. It didn't say it out loud. It whispered. It was like, say something. And it did it real soft at first. But you know how you have a microphone and you have it too close to a speaker and that loud noise, you hear the frequency. It sound, I could hear something chiming in. Okay? I heard something chiming in. It was, my ears was ringing. I heard it chiming in. So finally I was like, man, whatever. So I went back, started washing my face again. This time, it said it louder. It said, say something. And then it laughed. Oh, baby, I don't even remember opening the bathroom door. But I remember shooting the hell up out of there. I was like, how the cartoons be, pew! And then they whole body shape be done went through the wall of the door. And they don't never, that's how shit. If I had to make up the picture, or if I had to draw a picture of what I thought I did to that door, that's what it would look like, okay? So my grandmother was like, girl, what's wrong with you making all that noise? And I'm like, something just told me to say something. And you know what she said? That's them damn demons after you. You shouldn't be so damn hard-headed. Why would you tell a kid? Why tell a kid something like that? So from that point on, you know, I started being scared to go to bed at night. And when I would go in my room at night, it was like I could feel shit. My bed would be moving and shit. I would be seeing stuff move across or floating across the room. And, you know, I'd be hearing, like, it sounded like people was whispering to me. You know what I'm saying? Or whispering in my ear. Or just a bunch of different voices whispering around. It got bad, y'all. It did. So, when you see me in my description box and I talk about this book, right, that I wrote, Life Without Lies, I had to talk about some of these things in this book because I never know who is really, you know,